We are back. This is the Breakfast Show on TSL Nigeria TV. Now, general strength exercises are physical exercises that are used in overall body conditioning. They are not specific actions seen in specific sports, but are routines that individuals can use to keep them fit, strong, and healthy. This morning, we are joined by fitness professional and dance choreographer, Mr. Phoenix, who will be taking us on a theory and a practical class on general daily routine exercises. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
It's good to have you back.
It feels good to be back.
And I can't wait for you to make some people faint this morning. AJ! How are you doing, Mr. Phoenix?
Doing good, actually.
Amazing.
You guys look lovely as usual.
Thank you.
I have to try and keep up this time, so I don't look like I was born.
You look good.
I like that one.
Okay, so amazing. Let's just jump in real quick. And so, general exercises here, they're not like the normal routines that we see athletes get to do. And so, what are general exercises basically?
Okay, general exercises are anything you do that gets your muscles tightened up, gets your heart beating right, and gets you to sweat. So it could be walking extremely long distances, it could be running, it could be jogging or skipping in one spot.
Wow.
But generally, as long as it helps you breathe properly and helps your heart pump the right kind of way, it's a general exercise.
Okay, so now coming down to food, yeah, the diets we involved in daily here in Africa, do they really help or do they kind of disrupt if you're really carrying out general exercises?
Africa, I say that's a larger scope. Let's deal with Nigeria. And first of all, I'd like to say that Nigeria, we are heavy on carbohydrates.
Yes.
So if you say Africa, there are lots of African countries who have other base diets. There are countries who are heavy on protein, the way we are heavy on carbohydrates. Yeah, and there are some countries who are heavy on mineral salts and water, the way we are heavy on carbohydrates. So if we're looking at Nigeria, generally, our diet does not help per se, because if you say you want to work on the regular Nigerian diet, let me give an instance. You eat rice in the morning when you wake up as breakfast. After all, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so you try not to skip it. You have rice breakfast, then you have yam as lunch, then you have eba as dinner.
Did they describe your life story?
So it's generally not encouraging per se, because if you keep on that regular carbohydrate thingy, you need to work a whole lot of ways to burn it out. You get so, because once carbohydrate gets into your system, it breaks down into glucose, and you need to work extra to get it done. So, but if you try and partition it, nobody says there's anything wrong with having carbohydrates in your diet. Carbohydrates is very essential actually, but you need to know how to ration it. You need to know when to have a whole lot of protein. You can't ever go wrong with having protein. Trust me. So you need to want to consciously have a whole lot of more protein in your diet than you want to do carbohydrates.
And so, back to what you said when I asked you the first question, if you're involved in general exercises, I know you're a dance choreographer, so are you saying dancing is part of general exercising to keep us fit?
I like to see or call dance the cheat.
Wow.
Dance is the cheat, as Edo Pikin would say, dance is the yoga patapata of them all, because basically dance has aerobics.
Okay.
It has long distance walk, it has jogging, it has everything inside, and it comes with rhythm. So you actually do a whole lot more and think you're not doing anything until, of course, you sit down or in some cases sleep and try to get up the next morning and you don't understand what's happening. So basically, dance is actually the best form of general exercise. Dance is simple. You can key into a genre of music that you love the most, because for some of us it's hip hop. Okay. Others have blues as their best, but every genre of music so far has a dance step that goes with it. And if you do that dance step for a long enough time according to your routine, you must sweat. And when you sweat, you burn out fat. And as far as you are burning out fat, your muscles are contracting, and you're getting healthier.
Okay, speaking of the benefits of exercises, like exercises helps to burn fats and all of that, but does exercises as well help to like prevent long-run effects of, say, substance intake? Like smokers always use this as an excuse that I do exercises so my lungs will not go damaged quickly. Like, does exercise really help to prevent lung problems?
Exercises do help prevent lung problems. Like they actually delay or kick it out entirely, depending on how intense your routine is and how consistent and dedicated you are to that routine.
So
Yeah, it does.
smokers are liable to die wrong except the
Exercise.
I do not second to the whole smokers. The whole smokers example is way off it for me because now, if you smoke, let's take it as it is right now. Imagine opening your mouth and ingesting every carbon monoxide that has come out from the exhaust pipe of a particular vehicle for long enough. Then try to run from here to Ring Road afterwards. You will pass out.
Well, even if you don't smoke, I don't think you can run to
Ring Road.
I run to Ring Road.
Irrespective.
You want to ring
You have a
good?
problem there. You don't have to get down crazy.
I get that.
So basically, the whole smoking thingy, it's not seconded by me because smoking, it tampers with your lungs, and you need your lungs to be 100% when you want to exercise because you need to breathe. So when your lungs are already tampered with, you have a whole lot of problem. You can't go for longer time, or even when you do it, you can't do it right.
Okay, so on that note, I and our functioning lungs, and of course, the crew will be moving over to the practical aspect of this conversation. Please, if you see me out of breath, ignore. It's because I work hard. We'll be right back after the short break.
You like to want to have fun with this generally, okay?
Okay.
So just loosen up.
Okay.
We're not doing it exactly. So let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's go. Hands. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Back, let's go. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's go.
Exclusive from Entertainment.
Okay. Let's switch. If for easy, switch, come forward. Come to the middle, sis. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Turn. Let's go forward. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Take it up. Take it up. Take it up. Toe. Right. Toes. Okay. Okay, let's go. That is. Come up, chest, drop. Up, chest, drop. Up, chest, drop. Let's go. Okay. Switch. Take new positions. New positions. Okay, let's grind this time. Alright. Let's go to the other side. Okay. Play with it, play with it. I do. Thank you. Let's play. Okay, let's go. The other side. Okay. Okay, let's go. Lower, go down, go down, go down, go down. Okay. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. One. Okay. Okay.
Episode of The Breakfast Show only on CSL Nigeria. I'm sure you all have fun. Alright, later we're going to be having music and me with DJ MOG, the best way to start off your weekend. My name is Neki Moyo, and on behalf of all my ladies, it is a bye for now. Bye. Thank you.